Hi everyone, my name's Dave with Website Marketing Solutions LLC out of Seattle, and I'm going to walk you through a topic here that's a part one over how to think about organic rank in such a way that you can achieve it and get a lot of free traffic so that you can maximize the free phone calls you get, the free forms that get filled out on your behalf. How do you do it? What is Google looking for? So we're going to start by looking up a term. So let's take a look at this particular term, Houston DUI attorney. Okay, maybe that's something you do. Maybe it's something similar to something you do. You can come to this website yourself. Spy Fu, kind of think Kung Fu, but Spy Fu. Spying on your competitors. So I am going to bring up cases and I'm going to use random attorneys and lawyers in the Houston area that I just happen to be bringing up as I'm making points. And I don't know who any of these guys are. I only discovered these listings recently as I was putting these tabs together to walk you through this. So my disclaimer is I'm not doing this pro or con anybody. I don't know how well anyone's doing or not. I don't know what their preferred marketing approaches are. I don't know if they're interested in organic rank or not. Organic meaning free rank, free hits from Google. So I'm not judging anybody. All I'm doing is showing you what it takes to get to the top, why certain guys are at the top, and how you can do it too. So let's take a look at this. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because you can do this without having an account. Okay, you'll see enough to understand where we're going here. So notice I'm not logged in. I do have an account. I want you to be able to duplicate this at will. So spyfu.com, and let me just do this search on this keyword. Okay, we get a clue how many searches are by the month, how many clicks come off of the searches, how much of that searching is done on desktop versus mobile, how hard the keyword is. This is all nice stuff. It gives us a clue about that exact keyword and a whole bunch of other similar keywords that we could log in if we created an account to see more detail on. But the point I want to make right now is this. Houston DUI attorney. Let's assume that's a keyword that you would find very desirable for you. Well, let's take a look at who ranks there at the top. SERP analysis means search engine results position. It just means who comes first, who comes second for the result when somebody does the search. If they go to Google and type Houston DUI attorney, who pops up first, who pops up second on Google, right? So here we go. We've got this, TexasDWIlaw.com, and then we've got what looks like a directory, right? Then another, it looks like a lawyer, and then another directory. I don't want to look at directory listings because it's not apples to apples. I want to look at actual lawyers that are ranking, and the first result happens to be that. So let's take a good look at that guy right now, okay? Again, I don't know who this is. I never did anything with them or for them, so I'm just going through this very much ad hoc, showing you results. Okay, take a look. Kudos to them. They're showing up for 8,800 keywords organically. This is all the free stuff, okay? They're getting almost 3,000 clicks a month right now. Something in the neighborhood of 3,000 to 4,000, they'll float. But they're getting about 3,000 clicks a month right now onto their website, covering 8,800 keywords. So that they're in the game for 8,800. They're probably really visible on 5% of them. And that 5% is going to be a mixture of the keywords that they like and more keywords that are more general purpose, informational based keywords. But it does the job of bringing the people that are interested in them now, plus a bunch of people that are still learning why they want to pick them, which is a really good thing to do. I'll come back to that. Anyway, they are also paying for some keywords, ads and stuff. They're spending maybe $25,000 a month, getting maybe 14 clicks. Why would they do that? Well, some of these keywords, either they're having trouble ranking for, or even though they're getting a lot of hits off of that, maybe informationally in the organic section, they're also finding it valuable to get direct hits through the ads too. If it's profitable, then do it. So some keywords you'll find it's profitable to be in two places. Okay. Let's come back to this though. This is what we want to maximize on because this right here usually raises the money that a lot of you need to dabble better into the ads without blowing your budget, you see, because this is providing your budget, it's providing your clients, it's providing your paycheck. And so then you can look into expansion here with some of that money. All right, now these guys are doing a lot of keywords. Why 8,800? That's a lot. Well, just keep it in mind for a minute, because I'm going to do this with another one. Houston accident attorney, right? Some of you guys don't do DUI. You're on the other end. What if the DUI driver hits somebody and it's a personal injury, right? By getting hit by a car. Let's do the SERP analysis for that one. I want to show a commonality here, right? Okay, let's take a look for somebody who's actually a lawyer in the area, and that looks like them, okay? And that's good. So let's just go there for a minute and take a look. Yep, they're showing up for about 1,870 keywords. Still a lot. It's not 8,800, but it's a lot. And they're getting about 1,500 clicks a month, okay? Maybe that's all they can handle in terms of the traffic converting into sales and stuff. Okay, one thing I want to point out about these two, now that I'm showing the commonality, if I come back to it, is this. How much are these clicks worth? Free clicks have to be worth how much? Considering their position on each and every one of those keywords, the clicks they get add up to about $67,000, $68,000 worth of payments if they had to pay per click. But they're getting it for free. So what is this number based on? It's based on wherever the keywords are that have ads, those ads, whatever they costed minus a penny and another penny, another penny, another penny down to their position, per click. And then, so even though it's free, we can still guesstimate what it would have cost if you had to pay to be on the page and get the click. Okay? So it's evaluating the value of that round of clicks that they're getting from showing up for free. All right? So they earn between $67,000 and $68,000 a month in clicks just by having done their pages correctly. Okay? It's a little more detailed, but this is the point I'm trying to make. Divorce lawyer Houston. Let's do that one. Okay? And I'm going to show you again a similar commonality, because let's take not UCA, not Forbes, the Larson Law Office. It looks like a lawyer. And we've got, look at this, 16,300 keywords are showing up for. They're getting over 8,300 clicks onto their website every single month. And if you click it, it's worth $115,000 worth of free clicks, okay? That they would have had to pay for if they could not rank there, right? High enough to get seen. Why, again, so many thousands of keywords? Because I'm looking at all these guys saying these guys are getting $63,000 worth of free clicks on these keywords. Okay? Many of those keywords may not even get them paid at all, but there's a reason. There's a double whammy. There's the one thing requires the other. So let me go ahead and explain it right now. This is a very common concept, the larger market formula. Here's what it means. Of all the people who are moving in your direction, in other words, they will eventually funnel in your way, or could, that market, the 100%, about 60% are not even aware that they have a problem yet. Okay? They're, if a guy was a drunk driver, he might still be sleeping in jail. He has a problem, but he's not really aware of it. If my roof is leaking, but I don't know it yet, I'm going to need to get a hold of a roofer sooner or later when I realize the problem, okay? So I'm not problem aware, but when I get to be problem aware, here's probably what's going to happen. I'm going to realize I'm problem aware, and I'm going to start looking at potential solutions. Can I repair my roof, replace my roof? Can I restore my roof? Can I rejuvenate my roof with chemicals? What else could I do? This is problem aware. It's what are my choices? Like on a first DUI offense, what are my choices? Second, if I want to go through divorce, what are my choices, right? Oh, there's contested divorce and non-contested divorce. uncontested divorce. And where does that lead me? This is problem aware, and I'm starting to study stuff I never studied before. Okay. Now I'm going to pick some direction out of that. I'm going to realize the direction I need to move in, and I am gathering information to help me finally decide that I'm ready to look at the contenders and see who I want to buy from. When you are competing for the buy now group only, you're only competing for 3% of everyone that's moving in your direction. You're trying to get visible only to them. So are all your competitors. And that's what drives pay-per-click to maximum, right? That's what kills the profit, because the ads, the cost of the ads are rising almost to the level of profit. Okay. That's that 3% where everyone spends all their time and all their budget trying to fight each other for the sell. But what happens if you can train these guys? What if you create pages for the topics that lead to the sell? You fill in those gaps for those guys that are on the way to the sell but not quite there. Then you are the one showing the expertise, and you can close every page you train with your call to action. Okay? And so by doing that, you can be in the running down here. You know what the beauty is of that? The keywords have far less difficulty. They're much easier to achieve because there are far fewer people fighting for them. There's room for you. That's the way to put it. Most companies are so busy up here on this 3%, they do not focus on this. So it's an open door in terms of being like a 20th is hard to achieve. It's so much easier to achieve than fighting up here, spending all your budget. By the way, it's a backdoor. The people get training from you here, you're going to offer yourself without having to pay for any clicks. Interesting, huh? What about down here? Okay, we create more topics. Heck, this is even easier to achieve. Nobody's looking to train the people down here in the problem aware area, but the people who do, those companies who do, they're grooming them to rise up into this level and grooming them to come in the back door and buy from them because, hey, they resonate with them. You know, they trained them. It makes sense. They resonate with them. The larger market formula. Why am I pointing this out? Google has 3 main places on the front page that we're all very familiar with: the ads, maps, and organics. When people know what they want, you get a roof replaced once every 20 years. So it's been 20 years. Has the technology changed? What if there are roofing tiles that create more of a cooler, burn off of the heat, right? They do a better job of reflecting the sun. What if there are roofing tiles that last 50 years instead of 25? Okay, so maybe this time before you're ready to choose a roofer, you want to do a little bit of more information gathering to see what the latest roofing tiles are, and therefore know which guy you want to get, one who provides those tiles, right? And there might even be, if you come back in here, other ways to handle your roof. There are things you can spray on your roof today that are eco-friendly, pet-friendly, kid-friendly, environment-friendly, that'll extend the life of your roof, like 5 more years. You didn't know that? Yeah, I'm not surprised, right? If you didn't know. And that's information gathering. A lot of people, when they discover this, they suddenly realize, oh, heck, I should look into that. That's cheaper and easier, okay? So putting a lot of content here grooms people for this. Now, there's another part to it. Google wants your website to teach people. 95% of the time you lift your phone and do a search for anything, heck, 99% of the time, you're not trying to buy anything. You're trying to answer questions. You got a question, you get an answer. You're looking up a fact, and there's the fact, or the idea, or the thought process, or the article, right? Most of the time you spend on information gathering, right? Information gathering, or just trying to understand what the options are, okay? Google knows that. So what Google wants of the guys at the top is that their websites teach people. Not that you just have 5 or 7 or 8 pages that pitch your services. That's called selling. But for Google to rank those higher in the free area, it's because you have so much more topical authority. You're talking about what you know more than most of your competitors. So you're an authority website. In the old days, that meant hiring a lot of copywriters. Now it doesn't. AI takes over. We can solve these problems for you fast. Okay. But by creating lots of pages, you show up for lots of related keyword combinations. The number of web pages it takes to show up for so many keywords is a few hundred. That's it, a few hundred, which we can write with AI for you, complete with all the SEO structure it needs so that Google loves your pages and your structure of pages. Okay, we know how to do that. But by doing that, what does it mean for all these cases? Well, let's just take a look. If I click on this, 8,800 keywords, right? And I'm just curious. Of course, I'm going to see like DWI Lawyer Houston, DWI Attorney Houston, right? No question. And they have volume, right? 2,300 searches a month, 1,900 searches a month. If I want to rank for those, I'd better be ranking for a lot of other things too. Let me see. I'm going to flip this upside down. I'm just curious. Okay. Yeah, they got a page that's just aimed at the keyword intoxicated. So anyone in the Houston area that searches for the keyword intoxicated most likely or could easily see their page. But more importantly, Google sees that they train over the topic. Okay? Google sees that they have a lot of content about this. This is where those 8,000 out of 8,800 keywords are coming from. This stuff. Okay? So when you want to rank in the free area, you become a bigger, better training site than your competitors. So all your training topics are great because you still get to have your menu at the top that pitches you. You can have a call to action scroll bar for, hey, anytime you need us, give us a call. It's always there showing your phone number. You can have a sidebar with related points and topics and selling points. And you can have a call to action at the bottom of the article for when they're done reading, they can reach out to you. And you can have that on every single page of your site. Pattern interrupts. You can even have ads in the middle of the page pointing you out. You know, hey, click here to contact us if you have a problem, whatever it is. You can have a welcome pop-up or an exit pop-up on the page that suggests you. So you have this strong informational page about the topic, and you also have your calls to action just subtly there, not too invasive, but obvious, easy to reach you for whenever people are ready. Some percentage of the people studying are filling in those final gaps, and they're going to reach out to you. So if you are an informational website, if you're an authority on your arena, which AI makes you, then you start to rank hard and fast for tons of keywords. And I mean thousands of them, right? And that's where you start to get a chunk of traffic. Again, 1,500 clicks a month. Does that mean they're getting 1,500 calls a month? Obviously not, right? Maybe only 5% of those people are going to call. Well, that's like 75 people a month. Wouldn't you love 75 new clients calling you a month or new prospects calling you a month asking about your services? And that was coming in for free, totally for free. Is that worth the 63,000 worth of clicks you would have to pay but don't need to pay because you earned it? Yes. All right. I think you get that much, right? It's an interesting concept, but it's important to understand, and you can keep going with it, and you can get far with it. 8,000 clicks a month. Imagine that. Even 5% of those people giving you a call, right? Each month. Heck, they only need 1% to get 80 calls a month.